Everywhere you look, someone is selling you a vitamin. They tell you it boosts energy, strengthens immunity, makes your hair shine, and keeps you young forever. But here's what almost no one tells you. Not all vitamins are good for you. In fact, some of the most popular ones can quietly harm your body over time. I've seen patients come in with fatigue, nerve pain, or even high calcium level, and the cause wasn't a disease. It was a supplement they thought was helping them. The truth is, when you take vitamins in the wrong form, the wrong dose, or without knowing your actual needs, you can do more harm than good. So in this video, I'm going to show you 5 vitamins you should never take and the real sign behind why they can backfire. Because your health isn't built in a capsule, it's built in knowledge. Most people believe vitamins can only help. You take them, you feel like you're doing something good for your body, right? But that's not always true. Some vitamins, when taken in the wrong form or dose, can actually do the opposite of what they promise. Your body doesn't work on more is better. It works on balance. The problem starts when we try to replace food with pill. Real food gives you vitamins in the right combination, along with enzymes, minerals, and other compounds that help your body use them safe. But in supplement form, vitamins are often isolated and concentrated, which can throw things off. Let's start with beta carotene, the one found in carrots and sweet potato. It's good when it comes from food, but when taken as a pill, especially for smokers, it can be dangerous. In large studies, smokers who took beta carotene supplements had a higher risk of lung cancer. That's because when it's isolated and taken in large amounts, it starts working against your natural antioxidant system instead of helping it. So if you smoke, or even if you're around people who do, skip the beta carotene supplement. Eat your vitamins instead. Real food gives your body what it needs without the side effects, and it doesn't stop there. Another popular healthy vitamin that can quietly cause harm is vitamin E, and most people have no idea why. Vitamin E is one of those supplements that sounds amazing on paper. You'll see it advertised everywhere. Antioxidant, heart health, anti-age. But here's the catch. Not all vitamin E is the same. Most of the pills you find in stores use a synthetic form of vitamin E called alpha tocopherol. And when you take that version in high dose, it doesn't protect you. It actually blocks the natural forms of vitamin E your body really needs. One massive study followed thousands of men taking 400 IU of synthetic vitamin E every day. Instead of helping, it increased their risk of prostate cancer. That's a huge red flag. Vitamin E itself isn't bad, but your body prefers to get it from food like nuts, seeds, and olive oil. Those sources give you a mix of natural tocopherols and tocotrienols that work together safe. So if you're taking vitamin E because you think it's good for your skin or heart, stop for a moment and check the label. If it says DL-alpha tocopherol, that's the synthetic one, and that's the one to avoid. Now, another vitamin that people overdo, especially through high-dose capsule and injections, is vitamin A, and this one can cause problems you'll actually feel. Vitamin A is powerful. Your body needs it for your vision, immune system, and even your skin. But when people hear that, they think taking more will make them healthier or younger. That's where things go wrong. See, vitamin A is fat-soluble, which means your body stores it instead of flushing it out, like vitamin C or B vitamin. So if you keep taking it every day in high doses, it starts to build up in your liver. Over time, that can cause nausea, headaches, dizziness, and, in serious cases, even liver damage. For pregnant women, it's even more dangerous. High levels of vitamin A during pregnancy can increase the risk of birth defects, which is why most doctors tell expecting mothers to stay away from high-dose vitamin A or retinol supplement. Now, that doesn't mean vitamin A is bad. You just don't need to supplement it unless your doctor says you're deficient. You already get plenty from foods like eggs, dairy, and colorful vegetables, especially carrots, spinach, and sweet potatoes. So, more vitamin A doesn't mean better vision or stronger skin. It just means your liver has to work harder. And speaking of damage that builds up slowly, there's one vitamin people take for energy that can actually damage their nerves when overused. That's vitamin B6. Vitamin B6 is often sold as a booster for energy, mood, or brain health. You'll see it in multivitamins, energy drinks, and even sleep supplements. And in small amounts, it's great. Your body uses it to make important brain chemicals and to keep your metabolism running smooth. But here's what most people don't realize. Too much B6 can damage your nerves. When you take large doses every day for months, it starts to build up in your system. People have reported tingling in their hands and feet, balance problems, or a burning feeling that just doesn't go away. That's called peripheral neuropathy, and once it happens, it can take a long time to heal, sometimes years. The safe upper limit for most adults is about 100 milligrams a day, but even lower amounts can cause symptoms in some people if taken for a long time. And most people don't need anywhere near that much. You can easily get all the B6 you need from chicken, fish, bananas, and potatoes. So if you're taking a B complex or a stress support supplement, check the label. If that B6 number looks high, it's not helping you. It's quietly putting stress on your nerves. Now let's talk about the one vitamin that people treat like magic, vitamin D. It's essential, but when you take it the wrong way, it can become one of the most dangerous supplements of all. Vitamin D is one of the most misunderstood vitamins out there. Everyone's talking about it for bone health, mood, immunity. And yes, it's absolutely important, but the way people take it today is a problem. The truth is, vitamin Vitamin D is a hormone, not just a simple vitamin. It controls calcium levels in your body, which means if you take too much, things can go wrong fast. High doses can make your blood calcium levels spike, leading to kidney stones, bone pain, or even calcium buildup in your artery, which increases your risk of heart issues. And here's the catch. The symptoms don't show up right away. You might feel perfectly fine while your calcium is slowly climbing to dangerous levels. That's why blindly taking vitamin D every day without a blood test is risky. You should always test your vitamin D levels first, then supplement if you actually need it, and never combine high doses of vitamin D with large amounts of calcium unless your doctor tells you to. That combination can overload your system. The safest and most natural way to boost vitamin D: a little sunlight, a balanced diet with fish, eggs, or fortified foods, and only supplementing when a test shows you're low. Now let's talk about something most people overlook: multivitamins. They seem harmless, but that tiny tablet might be doing more harm than good. Multivitamins are probably the most common supplement people take. They're marketed as an insurance policy for your health. One pill that covers everything your diet might miss. It sounds smart, but here's the problem. Your body doesn't work like a check. When you take a multivitamin, you're not just getting what you need. You're often getting too much of certain vitamins and minerals you already have plenty of. Many multivitamins include high doses of vitamins A, E, and B6, the same ones we just talked about, in amounts that can add up if you're already eating a balanced diet or taking other supplements. Over time, that can push your body out of balance. Instead of helping, it can interfere with how you absorb real nutrients from food. And since most multivitamins use synthetic, low-quality forms of these nutrients, your body doesn't even absorb them well. They just pass through your system. So if you're relying on a multivitamin to stay healthy, you might just be giving your liver and kidneys extra work for nothing. The truth is, supplements should fill a gap, not replace real nutrients. Before you start or stop any vitamin, it's always smarter to get your levels tested, talk to a professional, and focus on improving your diet first. Because real health doesn't come from a capsule. It comes from understanding what your body actually needs and what it doesn't. So here's the truth. Vitamins aren't the enemy. They're powerful tools, but just like any tool, they can build or break depending on how you use them. Taking random supplements because you saw them online or heard someone recommend them isn't health. It's guessing. And when it comes to your body, guessing is dangerous. Your liver, kidneys, and heart are constantly working to keep your system in balance. When you overload them with unnecessary pills, even ones labeled natural, you're forcing them to work harder for no reason. Real nutrition doesn't come from what's printed on a label. It comes from whole foods, good habits, and smart tests. So before you pop your next vitamin, ask yourself, do I actually need this? If you haven't tested your levels, you don't know the answer. Focus on balance, not excess. Eat nutrient-rich foods, get regular sunlight, move your body, and sleep well. That's the foundation of health, not a cabinet full of bottles. Because when you understand what your body really needs, you stop chasing shortcuts and start building true, lasting health from the inside out. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe for more science-based health advice from me, Dr. Alex Thorn.